Okay, there we go. We've got it. We're live. Welcome, guys. Within 2 minutes to spare. Love living life on the edge. We are live delivering the watch-along for Millwall versus Leeds United. My first watch-along in about a month. And I can tell that I've forgotten for what any of this is and how any of this works. But we managed to get it sorted. My TV decided to not connect and it caught... I thought it was going to be a quick fix, but it turned out no. It had to be fully reset, which took some time to do. But we're here. We've got it sorted. I can preview the teams in a minute. I need to actually check to see if capture is going to be working because I don't think it's going to be. I look quite close as well, look at me. But I'll be a little bit more further back. Oh gosh, I only just noticed that I look a little bit big. But at this moment of time, I'm just trying to get sorted. Give me 2 seconds to see if I can fix capture. I thought it wasn't going to work. Actually, hang on a minute. Oh, look at that! Capture works! Oh my goodness me, it actually works. Oh my gosh, thank you for working today. Oh, I really needed that. That's put me in a better mood now. Okay, so this is Millwall's team. Let's preview both of the teams before they kick off. We've got just in the nick of time. Millwall have got Bilkowski back in goal. You've got Ryan Leonard, Jake Cooper, Murray Wallace, Norton Cuffey, Casper Denor, Billy Mitchell and Ryan Longman in the midfield four. Alan Campbell playing that 10 position with Bradshaw and Kevin Nisbet as a strike partnership. Leeds have gone for Melier still in goal, Byram, Strojcik, Joe Rodon and Luke Ayling as a back four. You've got a midfield pivot of Ampadu and Archie Gray. You've got Gnonto, Pirro and Somerville as the three behind Rutter, who is leading the line. I've got Gnonto in my gaffer team right now, so I could really do with him getting some good moments here. But I predicted a Millwall win, and it shocked me to know that Daniel Farke has got a really appalling record against Gary Rowett, so I could potentially be onto something subconsciously. So I'm really sorry. I am going to read comments now. I can actually catch up with all of your comments. Who's here? Who is here? Was a Gormit fan with the first set of predictions. He's predicting Leeds 2-1. Welcome to the stream. Coniston's good to see you. I'm happy to see you commenting again. 2-0 Leeds he's predicting. Thank you for turning up today. Blue Taylor saying 1-0 Millwall. So someone agrees with me that Millwall could win this. Andrew is saying come down to the den. I wish I could. I really wish I could. I know Benjamin Bloom's there as well actually. But I'm hoping that I can actually meet him. Is it next week? No, it might be next week actually, now that I think about it, because next Saturday I think is Ipswich's next home game, which is against Blackburn. If he's going to that, then I'll meet him because I've actually already purchased my ticket for Blackburn. Joshua, good to see you. Thunderball, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for turning up to this stream today. Counted to potentially 2-1 Millwall. Okay, same prediction as mine, so it'll be nice for me to remember. Honey Gun, welcome to the stream as well. Joshua went for 2-1 Leeds. Dan Knight, welcome to the stream. Hello, it's good to see you. Just got back from shopping, not bad. Welcome, Jack, as well. Right, it's just kicked off. I've not got my timer ready. I'm so unprepared. But it's Millwall that kick things off. And already they're right trying to get involved. And they've won a corner within 10 seconds of this game. They play Southampton in midweek, Wallace Aguan fan. That's their next game. So I think it's Tuesday night they play Southampton. That's their midweek game. And then I believe it's Blackburn next Saturday. I could be wrong, but I do think they've got midweek games next. And I think that's when they play Southampton. Right, corner being delivered. Header, it was headed out of the way of danger. And it's a throw Millwall. Millwall still pushing and attacking here. And where is my timer? There it is. Right. Give me 2 seconds again. I'm going to keep saying 2 seconds throughout the stream. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I said in my video, my score petitions video, that next week, technically the start of next week, is the first round of midweek games. And I know they've got Southampton next, but it's a midweek game. So should be an interesting challenge. You know, Ipswich backing it up with a win, and Southampton going into this game with 2 defeats on the bounce now, actually. So not good. Why? Millwall with a chance, and it's well defended. I gotta tell you, Leeds have not started well. It is Millwall by far being the most dangerous team because Leeds have not got out of their penalty box at this moment of time. And there's already a lot of incidences where Leeds are letting runners going into the box. Is Sarkic injured? I can only imagine because I was going to say I've not seen Bilkowski in goal for a while, so that must be why. Right, Melia has finally claimed the ball. He can now start trying to get some possession for this Leeds side. Right, finally I've got the tile working. I don't know what was going on with that. Right, again, 2 minutes. This time is right. We'll do 2 minutes 30, which is around a couple of seconds time. Right, let's see if that works. There we go, got it sorted. Brilliant. Right, we can get going. We can start our commentary. Have you heard that Southampton have the worst defence in the Championship this season? I don't know what's going on there. It will be up there because that is 2 games in a row where they conceded 4 goals. So they will be up there. I think it was originally Rotherham with the worst defence. It could still be Rotherham since they shipped another 2 goals in this weekend against... half chance there for Millwall. It could still be Rotherham. So Rotherham have conceded 13. Southampton have conceded 16. Oh my word. Yeah. Southampton do have the worst defence in the league. I mean, to be fair, actually, I did say it's 2 games in a row they conceded 4. Over 4 because they conceded 5 against Sunderland. That's right. Yeah, Southampton do have the worst defence in the league. And it's not a good look for them. Heard that starting to say Jokanovic may be Warner's replacement. I did hear about the tensions going on with Neil Warnock and Huddersfield at this moment of time with the new owners. That is quite a shocking revelation to see that, to be honest. Obviously he had a difficult start with Huddersfield. Now with 2 wins on the bounce, it's now looking a lot more optimistic for Huddersfield. But again, it's very difficult to set things in stone with it being only 6 game weeks in. Really form might be Hull, starting to turn into draw merchants with Cardiff, QPR and Huddersfield next. We need to start winning these games. You do absolutely need to win those games, I think. Cardiff actually may be the most tricky one out of those 3, but yeah, winnable on paper, absolutely. Our game at Southampton away is now a 12:30 kickoff. Are they serious? Wow, that is one way to think about the fans there. Millwall with another corner. With 4 minutes in, corner delivered. Melier punches the ball away just about in the edge of the box. Ryan Longman against Somerville is Mitchell. Leonard is then going to pass it from the back here to Scott. It's not Malone. He's not in the team anymore. I'm thinking back for the pass. Right. I think it's a Leeds throw-in now. Ryan Longman is the one delivering those set pieces. So he will be a crucial part in this Millwall side today. Very set piece heavy team are Millwall. So it's essential that they put those good deliveries in. Now, one thing I've only just realised now is that I've almost got to make a video straight after this game predicting my midweek games. And yeah, I don't know if I'm really looking forward to predicting the midweek games because I think it's going to be very difficult to predict. I think the short turnaround of time, it's going to be very difficult. Millwall with another set piece opportunity. Well, it shouldn't be, but they're going to treat it like a set piece. A long throw in, which had found a Millwall player, but they did manage to defend it. Oh, that's good tracking back actually. Right, Mill again on the attack. Long direct ball going into the box. Headed back. Touch. Someone's going to shoot. Leeds recover in time. Still in play. Back and forth. Another block. Mitchell now on the edge of the box. Against Nonto. He then passes it back. My goodness me. Millwall pushing here. Longman. Again with a long ball. And Mania spills it! Oh my goodness me! I don't think it went over the line. And I think it actually would have been a foul of the goalkeeper anyway. Oh! I'm telling you, Melier is not a strong keeper. I'm sorry, but he doesn't cut me as someone who's like a really, really strong keeper. Did they flag for offside? He definitely didn't flag for offside. Yeah, so the whistle went originally. I think was it really down to the foul of the goalkeeper, or was it an offside? Okay, so Bradshaw swings his arm, but it wasn't any malicious intent in there. Oh yeah, Barrett's not pleased with that. I'm not surprised he's not pleased with that. I mean, yeah, good recovery from Leeds, but wow, that was a real last-ditch clearance. I mean, it didn't matter in the end because it wouldn't have been given anyway, but I'm telling you, Millwall attacking-wise looks so dangerous. Leeds have not settled so far. Ampadu is going to give it to Strojcic. Now to Melier, who may have potentially got away with one. And then, okay, he's going to pass it back here. Sambaran to Melier. So you've got a couple of options there. He's taking his sweet time. No Gatsby, no party. He's outside at the moment, so I don't know if he's going to make... To be fair, he's not really made too many appearances in my streaming office recently, actually. But I did see him today, and he was very, very happy. He looked like he fluffed the catch. Well, not only did he fluff the catch, I just don't think he was strong enough, full stop. And I think that there has been a load of case studies where Mezier has not been strong enough, really. Who plays the best football in the Championship except for Southampton, Leicester, Leeds, West Brom, Norwich, Hull, and who plays the worst football in the Championship? The best football in the Championship. That's a very hard, because everyone's got their own opinion on the best football in the Championship. You can arguably say Preston at the moment, for the fact that they're top of the table, play the best football, but is it the most possession? Is it the most chances? Is it XG? Okay, here come Leeds. This is a good potential opportunity. Here's Nonto up against Nellard. And cross comes in. Well cleared. And I think it's a throw into Leeds. There we go. So finally Leeds, with a sudden burst of pace, and it was Nonto that actually started the attack. Nellard kind of like manhandles him a bit. And Nonto's not pleased that referee didn't give a foul. Here's Nonto again. You can't even tap the keeper. Yeah, it's a shame, really, the way that it's really been softened up now. But the thing is, I think a lot of the time you get Oscar-winning performances as well. So a lot of the time, you know, if you can really make out that you're in genuine pain, then, you know, you would have won a team a favour. You would have won a break in play for a start, and you would have definitely made sure that you wouldn't have cooked up there. Okay, here's Somerville. Oh, he won a pen, but no, referee was straight away saying corner. Showing your prediction, 3-2 Leeds. At some point, JSGN, I need to actually check your Twitter posts and calculate your points. The reason why I've not been calculating them, because I think you only put 1 week in terms of my videos, but I can definitely look back and get that sorted. Corner comes in. Oh, it's a little bit of an ambitious effort there from I think it was it Rosa? No, Strojcic trying to do a overhead kick, but it was never going to work out. But Leeds' first corner, and yeah, it looked really, really dangerous actually. I would like to say for like the best team, it would be the teams that I think create the most and just have the best versatility. So if I'm not including Southampton, Norwich or Ipswich, or Hull, then it does really I don't really have many options really, to be honest, to pick which team has the best football. I don't know. I think it opens for debate. I mean, you'd argue if you threw if for the fact you didn't throw Leicester could be up there. I know Leicester's a bit of a slow project at this moment, but we saw there against Southampton that I mean, technically Southampton made it easy for them, but at the same time, Leicester showed it could work. Worst team, it's difficult again. It's easy to point the finger of the one that time wastes the most and stuff like that. Right, Nanto's starting to create some havoc now, and Millwall are conceding three kicks left, right, and centre, which is definitely frustrating the home crowd a little bit. They're thinking that Leeds players are going down a little bit too easily. If I had to pick, maybe I might say Sheffield Wednesday at this moment of time. I mean, maybe technically Middlesbrough at this moment of time for how defensively poor they look. I think even with that, Jeshian, I think if you do send me the message, I should get like a follow request and stuff like that. Oh, Bielkowski punches the ball away from the free kick, and it's cleared. Rotherham looked really poor. Yeah, true, Rotherham as well. The thing is with Rotherham, this could be a chance for Mill to break. But Melier does come out of this goal and does head the ball away. Right, good goalkeeping there. Right, again, I've not got any audio, so it's a bit frustrating that I've still not been able to find some audio. Excuse me. Yeah, Fark is looking a bit frustrated how open Leeds looked in that period there. I think they'll win some of their games. Whether they win all of their games, it's very hard to say. The Championship this year has been traditionally and just following its typical tradition of being very unpredictable. Good afternoon, Matt. Welcome to the stream. Good to have a Championship celebrity round here. Everyone give Matt a wave and a hello as well. Here come Leeds on the attack on the left-hand side, and it's clear just about, and the referee stopped the play and he's given Mill the benefit of the doubt here. Joel Pirro wanting to get involved this time around. Long direct ball from Millwall. And yeah, Bradshaw's not going to get there. I think it's Joe Rodon that manages to get ahead of him there. Right, Luke Ayling. Oh, but he's outpressed a bit. He manages to stop the ball away. And the referee, he's getting a little bit edgy at this moment of time. Millwall are really sniffing blood right now. And they're trying to press Leeds at the most awkward of opportunities. Now here come Leeds on the attack. It's been a little bit back and forth in his past 5 minutes now. Here's Willem Nonto here. Somerville. Joel Pirro, what a goal this would be. And it's a brilliant Leeds United goal. The front four all combining. And it just like that. Millwall looking like that they could have had a break. It would have been a foul within that build-up. Let's see this again. It's a brilliant ball by Strojcik, and then Somerville in the middle. Okay, he's going to give it to Willem Nonto there, and then, it's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic. It was Rutter, my apologies, it wasn't Somerville at all. So, the one-touch play by Rutter to find the timed run of Joel Pirro there was sublime. And a composed finish by Pirro as well. Runs onto the ball with momentum. The back line of Millwall can't catch him. Guides it to the corner. Bielkowski, who was in goal this time around. They're also claiming, right here, this was like a really, really big moment there. And there was a lot of edginess within Millwall's box there, which I'm sure Gary Rowett's going to moan about. But Millwall did start very well. And I felt Millwall at this moment of time, whilst Leeds did manage to recover very, very well, Millwall did not take their chances. There goes my prediction. Well, yeah. For most of us, we predicted goals for both sides. I've gone for 2-1 Millwall. I expected a shock, although right now, nearly an opening again for Joel Pirro. He's finding himself into some brilliant spaces right now, but Bielkowski has managed to find and sniff the through ball out. Nonto with the through ball there, and it's cutting that back line apart. Millwall have got to be very, very careful here. Boom indeed. First goal of this Sunday's game. And straight after this game, I will be doing my midweek predictions as well. So it's going to be a rather busy day for me, actually. This is going to be just an interesting way for me to post my midweek games on time as well, whilst I'm not doing my review videos anymore. Leeds are behind Southampton on the table, only just behind. In fact, let's see this table now that you've mentioned it. So, with this goal now for Leeds, what does this do for the table? Okay, free kick for Leeds. It puts Millwall in 17th. Not a great start position-wise. Leeds jumped to 10th, but only 1 point behind Southampton and only 2 of the top 6, as you can see here. And this will be 2 wins in their last 3 games. Seems like Leeds are now starting to churn in those results that they've been expecting. But we still have over 70 minutes left of this game where Millwall can most definitely get something out of this game. Am I going to do a watch along for commentary Huddersfield? Both are late kickoffs and TV. I mean, it depends really. If it's like a midweek game, it's going to be very difficult because I will be travelling back from work. I mean, I think I'm working from home on the Wednesday this week, so maybe I could do one for Wednesday games if they're on Sky. And in terms of other things, I mean, obviously I've got my midweek predictions, which will be coming, I think, tomorrow. I may do a watch-along sometime in the midweek. Saturday, I'm actually going to see Ipswich against Blackburn Rovers, so I will be there. I won't be recording anything, but I will be actually seeing Ipswich play Blackburn there. And may see Hull midweek. That's a bit touch and go with that one, with it being a midweek one. But I will undoubtedly see Preston as well, because as it's moments, it feels like Ipswich and Preston is going to be a top of the table clash, which is absolutely crazy. I don't think many people would have predicted that being a top of the table clash within the middle of October. That would have been the first week of October by the time that they're going to play. Leeds on the ball currently, still keeping possession. Thank you guys for tuning in today. It's massively appreciated. My first stream for probably a month now, actually. It's been quite a while. If you've not done so already, please smash the like button. It really does help. Oh, this could be a chance for Nonto here. Passes it back. Here's Somerville. There's Rutter. Oh, deflection. And I think it's a corner for Leeds. Don't write us off. Well, yeah, no. Undoubtedly. I think it was Ampadu actually with a shot, actually. Undoubtedly, Birmingham may be up there too. Although they did lose their first game this weekend, didn't they? But it really fell apart when Lee Buchanan got sent off. I need to see the highlights actually with that one. Leeds with a corner. It looks like it's going to be Somerville who's taking it. Oh, a wicked delivery, but only just cleared. Tell you what, Millwall looking really, really shaky now. From looking a little bit confident at the start of this game, they're looking really, really shaky now. It's quite bizarre. It's almost like the goal has really, really lowered their confidence. It was Jake Cooper who just swung his leg at that corner, hoping it will clear. Okay, another corner being delivered for Leeds. This could be a chance to double their lead. Header is one. Oh, they want a penalty. No, it's not going to be given. Ailing with a bicycle kick. And it's ballooning over everyone. And it's caught by Bilkowski. I did hear that the referee was bad from the general reaction from that Watford-Birmingham game. I do need to see, maybe the red card would have had something to deal with it. Maybe there were other decisions that affected this game as well. But overall, I don't like to scapegoat refereeing decisions when it comes to results on the pitch, because ultimately it's down to you whether you're going to score. Aiden has asked my thoughts of Neil Warnock might be leaving Hustle. Quite a shock. Right, this could be a chance counter-attack for Leeds. Oh, just that final ball from Pirro doesn't quite find Rutter, and it's cleared away. Now here comes Millwall, but no Strojcic is ahead of Nisbet, and he has won Millwall a corner. It's a shame, really, because I think Warnock is a safe pair of hands for this Huddersfield side. So their replacement has got to be like doubly as spectacular, really. Yeah, it's not the best of defending by Strojcic there. I don't know what he was doing. Middlesbrough could be in the 30th for the first time since the 66-67 season. I just have a feeling they won't be, but I don't think they'll get top 6. If anything, I don't think they'll get top half either. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I mean, whether that was intentional or not, it was an actual successful part to Bradshaw. I think he saw the funny side of that delivery there. But, no, very comfortable save for Menier there. Yeah, well, I'm not ignoring the cup. I knew about the cup result. Oh, a little bit of pressing for Mill there, but Menier does manage to clear it. I mean, if there's multiple decisions, then undoubtedly there's multiple case studies where the referee has gone wrong. But by the sounds of things, it sounded like the main decision that people have got, that they got really... Why? Sorry, can I just shut the door? Just very quickly. Right. People are shouting, which I don't appreciate that I'm streaming right now. Ugh. Right. Oh, okay, let's see this here. Pirro looking like that he's fouled. It's a bit on the looks of things there. Referee plays on. So that's the foul that they're on about. That Warrett was really, really miffed about. Miffed. I mean, yeah, he was definitely a lot stronger feelings from that. But no, they're complaining that Nisbet was fouled in the build-up to that Leeds goal, and now I can see it. I can understand. That's a creative ball, and I think Somerville's managed to get to it. Oh! That would have been an outstanding goal if that went in. And it looks like Millwall have recovered it. Now a solo run by Norton Cuffy now. But it's well defended, I think this time, by Archie Gray, who's had a really physical game so far. He's played a big part. Here's Ampadu. Going to pass it back to Strojcic. I think now that's Byram. Byram, who had a really good pre-season for Leeds, and he's continuing on his great form there. Nonto back to Joe Rodon. He's up against Tom Bradshaw. Nonto again now. Ampadu. That's going to hurt. Looks like another free kick. And Millwall again just looking like they're struggling quite a bit. Alan Campbell's been running around all over the place. Stansfield almost scored another screamer. Did he hit the post, or because I think I remembered seeing the tweet that was sent, or the post I should say now. I just made my Twitter post about my Chelsea predictions. If you can somehow find them. Wait, so did you only just post it now? Then I'm okay. Well, I'll see what I can do with that. Don't know if Charlie is in, but Charlie does know about my stream. Mizu, welcome to the stream. How's the game looking? Based on what I said, what I've seen, Millwall started quite well for about 5 minutes. Then Leeds suddenly looked like they burst forward. It's almost like Millwall backed off when Nonto and Somerville started running forward with pace. And then one good opportunity came in on the counter-attack for that Leeds side. In fact, this could be another chance now. Oh, it's well defended. Mitchell. Millwall look like that they've just about cleared. There we go. After that goal from Joel Pirro, which was a brilliant goal, but controversy as well because Mill thought that Nisbet was fouled in the build-up to that goal. And since then, Leeds have looked more comfortable. Mill have definitely not looked anywhere near as threatening in front of goal since Leeds have gone ahead. So it's a good sign if you're a Leeds fan, I'd say. I expect to start. Leeds are falling apart again if they were getting beat. Yeah, well, no, they're not getting beat now. As it stands, it'll be 2 wins. No, not 2 wins in a row, but it'll be 2 wins and 3 for Leeds, and that'll be 7 points picked up out of 9. So, a pretty decent return. Okay, here come Millwall. Excuse me, they've won another corner. It's Archie Gray this time that looked like that defended that there. So good defending by the young lad there. Millwall winning another corner. They're getting loads of corners, Millwall, but they're not really utilising it to their effect as they have done in their previous games. It's going to be Longman again taking the corner. And Melier just pancakes the ball and just pushes it aside. Brilliant skill by Rutter there. He's going to try and find Somerville. Norton Cuffy's against him there. And then it's been given to Millwall's favour because Somerville handled the ball when there was a collision between him and Norton Cuffy. Now here come Millwall now on the ball. What do you think about QPR Sunderland game? Playoffs bound, says Mizu. I wouldn't get carried away yet. I do think there's some gaps in that side. But undoubtedly, Sunderland have definitely found their confidence and their form. So I do think they will be up there. It's just a question of if they can sustain it. But they do look good. Although, to be quite honest, they were behind, weren't they? Until QPR went down to 10 men. So it's hard to say if half chance for Millwall there. Good defending by Rodon. It's hard to say if Sunderland would have won as emphatically as that had they not had an extra man on the pitch for most of the game. But to still get the result, really good for them. And they're 7th, I believe, at this moment in time. So they are close. UK's back soon. That'll be good for Birmingham there. Okay. Corner comes in. And it's poor. Longman has not been delivering these corners well. I'm observing that now. I've not really seen a corner from Millwall looking as threatening as I anticipate their set pieces should be, really, to be honest. I'm quite shocked with that because they're typically quite strong with those set pieces. Leeds have now got a throw in. As the corner didn't even find anyone. Right, throw in, headed back into danger, then booted away, and it's going to be another throw to Millwall. I've got to say thank you guys for supporting this stream so far. I've not actually seen how the stream's doing actually. We're at 11 likes apparently. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really, really do appreciate support. There's a dog outside making a hell of a lot of noise. So if you're not smashed the like button, please do so. 25 likes I think will be a good achievement for today. It really would be appreciative. For subs at the moment, if it can load, we're on 1868. This could be a chance for Mill actually. Longman. Oh, good save by Melier. I nearly missed Longman's score there. That's a good save. So just like that, we saw Millwall come pretty close to getting the scoring right. Let's actually go out of this. It looks like Millwall are really pushing it. Norton Cuffy is well defended. Leeds won a foul. It's not been given, but it is now Somerville, Nonto on the ball now to Ampadu. Finding Luke Ayling. He takes it on first time. It's given away, but touch is poor. Touch is pulled by Murray Wallace there. So let's see this here. It's Nisbet. And then to Longman, who does find himself in very, very well with a good amount of space here. Yeah, Ayling will be a bit disappointed with that, but he didn't really impose himself that well defensively. Ariel, A-R-I-E-L is how you spell Ariel. That's the English tutor in me coming out there. Right, Strojcik now with the ball. Now Melier again. They're going through the results now, so quick chance for me to talk about it. Hull 1, Coventry 1. Again, another situation of Coventry taking the lead, but then conceding. Southampton 1, Leicester 4. I mean, isn't an unbelievable result for Leicester. Blackburn 2, Middlesbrough 1. Poor for Middlesbrough again. 0-0. You know, I don't even need to mention that. Huddersfield with another win, great. Norwich with another win, great. Preston, unbelievable. Sunderland, maybe a bit fortunate. Ipswich, another correct score for me, actually, regarding that one. Watford, Birmingham, a typical result for the Championship there. And Cardiff, Swansea, a real alarming result for me, for Swansea especially. That's my brief reaction based on all the results I managed to see. With 32 minutes in, with the one goal to talk about from Joel Pirro. Again, great movement from the front four to basically get that goal. They were unbelievable, that front four against Ipswich, and they are proving to be as much of a nuisance here. Difference is Leeds looking like that they have been able to defend a little bit better here, but it could also be Millwall attacking wise just not being really effective at this moment of time. Nonto drawing another foul. I tell you what, Leonard's very frustrated at the moment with that he just keeps fouling Nonto, but it's a moment of time. I was Somerville also down. Yeah, it was Archie Gray, and then no, it was Somerville that was fouled there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a clear foul. You're halfway fair in scores. Yeah, well, you got one team scoring 2 goals. And yeah, now assessing his options. Going to pass it straight to Byron. I'm a bit disappointed no one was really anywhere close to Byron there. Straight it to Byron. Here's Somerville again. Gray. Back to Somerville. Ooh. And then free kick Millwall. I would dare say a little bit back and forth at this moment. I think Leeds attacking wise have slowed down a little bit, but they definitely are having a lot of the ball, which is going to increase their chances. At least, you know, if they do defend well, you know, that's another thing. If they keep the ball well, but then are slack at the back if they don't have the ball, then ultimately there's actually no point of keeping the ball. Referee may have caused a bit of an obstruction there, but they are playing on. Here's Longman against Luke Ayling, where Luke Ayling's really struggling against Ryan Longman, actually. Okay. Mill just kind of passing it out here. Here's Casper Denor. Very satisfying name to say, one of their newer transfers. Ryan Longman again. He's finding Alan Campbell in some space. Norton Cuffy now trying to stretch the play a little bit, but he has slowed it down a bit. Alan Campbell now, and ambitious play, but no, it's too much power there. Alan Campbell wasn't going to get ahead of Ampadu there. But yeah, now we've got a little bit of a break in play. I can actually talk about what I was supposed to say. We're on 1,868 subs at the moment, so thank you guys for the support. It's appreciative as always. We are 132 subs away from 2,000. So 132 accounts need to be subscribed for this bid to go. And it could definitely happen before Christmas. You know, I definitely think it's a possibility. But thank you guys as always for the fantastic support. Streams have always been fun as well for me to do. I always like talking to you guys. And this game has definitely not been boring. I would say that, you know, I know I'm yawning a bit, but I'm just always tired. There's nothing even down to the game. I feel like I was going to say I need to have a tea each time before I do commentary, but I actually had a tea not too long ago, so it's not doing its job. Right. Mitchell. Casper Denor is going to pass it to Murray Wallace. Mitchell. And then it's passed out from the back, and Bilkowski then win the ball again. Just under 10 minutes before half time. For stoppage time, we think we may get 2 minutes by the estimation of the delays, because we've not had many. It's been a pretty free-flowing game. Amberdu's just done a manoeuvre that John Terry would be very proud of. It's not of a manoeuvre off the pitch. It's a manoeuvre on the pitch where he literally dived like a salmon and used his head to stop a potential attack for Millwall to head the ball to the goalkeeper. Mellier's going to roll the ball to Joe Rodon. Back again. Lee's just kind of keeping on the ball at the moment. And they look rather comfortable. They really do actually look quite comfortable here, which is really encouraging for Leeds with the way that they play. Daniel Fark very, very pro playing out for the back. And this is definitely the most confident and I've seen Leeds play out from the back. And they look comfortable. Here's Archie Gray with some space. Somerville on the left-hand side against Norton Cuffy. Shot comes in, headed away, Jake Cooper. And, no, it's Rodon like he's alive. Aiding with a shot, well defended by Longman. Now it's back to Somerville. Gray. Rutter. Murray Wallace gets ahead of him. Referee plays on. And ball nearly out of play, and that's a Mill free kick. Which chant is better? No one likes us or marching on together? I mean, marching on together is an iconic chant. I can't deny that. Whether you would have been watching first tier football from the 70s and 80s, and even just hearing the chant when Leeds were in the lower EFL leagues, it was just in everyone's ear holes for so many years. Very, very iconic. But then the "No one likes us" chant is just a little bit of that comedic banter between each rival. I don't know. I mean, I would probably say for historic purposes, I'd say marching on together is the more iconic one. But either way, "No one likes us" also has a little bit of irony and is a little bit iconic in its own way as well. There are at least 36 clubs who have played 4 professional tiers of English football. God, that would be a very interesting scenario if you were to ask me to name all 36 of them. I've been really excited. I've actually been quite impressed with Leeds. I feel like Leeds have improved, and even when Leeds were not starting the season very, very well, I do think they were performing all right. They just weren't clinical. And I think Leeds now, they look like that they can get a good attack flowing now. And now that they've got that one goal, it's now in their own minds to either defend for it, and that will be something that they can do really, really well if they can defend this lead. Because that's, at this moment of time, Leeds have not been known keeping a clean sheet this season. I like to say that their only clean sheet this season was their latest 0-0 draw against Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, now you're asking the tough questions, Matt, honestly. I don't know. I mean, for me not being around up north at all, do I even really have a right to comment? I feel like if I do say one or the other, I'm going to accept half of the population. I mean, I have actually gone around trying both, actually. So I don't really have I definitely don't have the say in terms of what is better or not, but yeah, I don't know, but I don't know, I am quite partial to a greasy chip butty, actually. I've had chip buddies before, actually just handmade when I've had dinners, and literally the faces my family would pull and thinking we've got to move you around to Blackpool somewhere because you belong up north. I'm like, yeah, there's a stereotype, but at the same time, it's nothing wrong with it. Oh, absolutely, I do agree with that. Absolutely. Welcome back, Dan. Doesn't think Pochettino is the right person for the Chelsea job. Okay. Well, we'll briefly talk about Chelsea. Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes before half time. We'll do like a big section where we talk about every other footballing event because my gosh, there was a lot of stuff to talk about this weekend as of now. And we've got 15 minutes to break all that down. You know, we only had like what 3 minutes to kind of introduce ourselves because there was an issue with the TV. But now that's sorted, we can actually take a breather and we can actually answer all your comments and stuff like that. There is actually a break in play now at this moment. I think there must have been an injury there. 9 out of the 20 Premier League clubs this season have played all four professional tiers of English football. Well, I know Luton's one of them now. We'll find out if Chelsea still has integrity when they beat Bournemouth today. Also, Will Fan sounds confident. I don't think I actually predicted a Chelsea win today. Gosh, I am actually really excited for the midweek games. I am really excited. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's a really integral part of the championship is to have that short turnaround of weekend to midweek games. It really separates the boys from the men, I think, if you can handle that quick turnaround of games. You know, having played, well, I mean, definitely football not at a level like this, you know, it's not comparable. But having played football, you know, very, in quick succession, it really does take a lot out of you. Do you reckon all three newly promoted teams might all come back down? Is that from the Premier League or the Championship? I mean, for the Premier League, it's not looking good for them, isn't it? I do feel bad for Sheffield United because they did look like that they could have took all 3 points against Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but obviously they had that ridiculous amount of added time and ultimately they just could not weather the Spurs storm long enough. Luton don't look like a team that they're going to score a load of goals. They do have to play Burnley quite soon actually because that was supposed to be their opening game, but obviously due to their stadium not being ready it got moved, so I think it's 2 weeks time they're playing them there. A little bit of a break. Okay, all Leeds going forward. Nah, it's been defended. And yeah, Burnley's a weird one because Burnley looks so open at the back and it's very surprising. They need to really resolve that. Don't want Arsenal to win the league this season. I don't think they will. I still think Man City will win it pretty comfortably, but who knows? You know, we saw a brief moment of vulnerability from City when West Ham took the lead, so maybe Manchester City aren't quite as strong as we all think they are. Championship at least, for new pro sides. It's hard for me with Plymouth at this moment of time because I do think they actually can compete. But obviously they have had a couple of results which I think they could have done a bit better with. Plymouth could be one that relegation could creep up on them near the end, but I think they can have just about enough. Lord to cover you with the cross. Ailing heads it away. Longman in the penalty box. He can find some space here. Shot by Mitchell and it's wasteful. High and wide over the goal. And that's been Millwall's attacking story so far. They've been wasteful when they've actually got themselves into good areas in the box. Norton Cuffy with a delightful cross, a very inviting cross, but it's good defending there by Ailing. And then Longman definitely getting involved in the attack. But then why is Mitchell just randomly shooting? He has no right to shoot from there. Also, Gwen fans confident of Sheffield United going down. There are reports that Heckingbottom could be sacked this week, which I think is a bit soon for Sheffield United. I really do think so. Burnley's not going to get relegated this season. Wazacon fan is sure on that. I'm right saying that Burnley and Luton are the only two teams still to pick up a point, I like to say. All this could be a chance of attack for Millwall. We've got 5 minutes of added time, by the way. Keep your comments coming in. Oh, it's okay. Well, it's not the best of crosses at all. Here's Nonto, and referee, I think, has given a free kick. Nisbet's looking very, very agitated, which I don't blame him because ultimately he felt that he was fouled with Leeds' only goal. So yeah, at this moment in time, there's a lot of a bit of controversy within that goal, I would say. Oh, now that's an impossible question, and I think we need to hear from a Wallace and Gromit fan to actually answer this question. I love both of them. I really, really do. It's a throwback to my childhood. So I do get taken back each time I read your name, Wallace and Gromit fan. Sometimes it's better when I get that, but at the same time, Jack, he was not even pressed at this moment of time. If he was pressed and he took the shot, fair enough. He needed to take the shot first time. But he had so much space where he could have drove forward and actually made himself, give him, well, for a start, more time to actually guide the shot where it should be. And then to actually make the keeper work. But he sliced the shots, like, quicker than he needed to. And it was just high and wide. And it's those decisions where it doesn't seem bad, but at this moment of time, when you've got a rare bit of space, you have to take it. Trying to be like Sunjic. Yeah, well, I mean, not everyone has got the skills of Sunjic. You know, some things just should stay with certain players, and scoring screamers should stay with Sunjic. Right, this is a good run by Gray. Archie Gray, I tell you this, is one of the youngsters so far this season that has really, really started to remind me a little bit of those youngsters that kind of have their breakout seasons. Like a Reece James who had a breakout season. There'll be many other examples as well that you guys probably will list as well. But there is always an unknown quantity that gets given a good run of games within a squad and just looks amazing. Right, Somerville with the corner. Ayling tries to win the header, doesn't quite get there. And the ball is out of play. 3 of the 5 minutes of the added time have been played. So we're nearly within half time. 9 Premier League clubs have played all 4 tiers. Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Burnley, Palace, Fulham, Luton, Sheffield United and Wolves. I'm a bit surprised that Fulham played all 4, but I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. The rest of them I'm not particularly surprised at all. I mean, that is an amazing achievement, really. What a question that would be. Right, so minute and a half before half time, and I'll give you my thoughts. We'll look at stats. We'll also answer all your questions regarding the other games this weekend and the past events of this weekend as well, because we had some pretty big results within all 4 EFL leagues. We also had the FA Cup being played in the lower leagues. So the FA Cup qualifying rounds are now underway too. So had a lot of football to potentially talk about for this weekend. Yeah, gosh, that is a movie that I've not watched in a long, long time, but I am still a big fan of Curse of the Were Rabbit, actually. I can check where, what do you call it, Solihull are in the league. Let's just wait to half time and then we can actually talk about it. Do you know what still shocks me to this day? That Ralph Fiennes voiced, what's his name? The villain in Rare Rabbit. Because looking back, it's clear as day as Ralph Fiennes, but I had no idea that I was hearing the villain from Were Rabbit and Voldemort, that they were the same people. I wasn't smart enough to clock it, but when I listen back, it's clear as day that they're the same actor, and I never realised it. Right, enough talking of Wallace and Gromit. It is now half time at the Den. Millwall 0, Leeds 1 is the score at half time. Joel Pirro with the only goal of the game, a counter-attacking goal, a bit of controversy within that goal. Nisbet felt that he was fouled in the build-up of that goal, so it'll be very interesting to see the replays from the start to finish of that goal. And it really did come from when Millwall looked really dangerous, and then Leeds just attacked them in the other half of the pitch, and they managed to get their goal. And since then, apart from Ryan Longman having a shot which was saved by Meslier, there wasn't really any other moments where Millwall looked like they were going to get something back into it. Right, so let's look at the Championship table as it stands. So, You can see Leeds will be up to 10th currently on 9 points in their opening 6 games. This will be 7 points out of 9 that they've won in their last 3. So definitely some really good form currently with this Leeds squad. Millwall will fall down to 17th. It's not been the best of starts with this Millwall side so far this season. Let's look at stats. So we have got an XG of 0.28 and 0.34, quite close between the two actually. Expected assists, closer even. You've got 58 to 42% possession, so no surprise. Daniel Farkerball containing more of the ball. 6 shots each, both having 1 shot on target. Leeds' only shot on target was their goal. 2 shots on target each, so it's looked like a really close game. So Millwall will probably feel that they deserve, maybe a draw out of this based on those stats. But honestly, what I would say is that Leeds had more of the ball and looked definitely the most dangerous side. But Leeds really ultimately didn't really need to increase their margin at the moment. They feel really comfortable as of now. Big chances, of course, one to Leeds, which was their goal. Counter-attack. So Leeds, to be fair to them, have actually been quite versatile in the way they play. They can play off the back and then also hit them on the break as well in the counter-attack. And if you've got versatility in your style of play, it's a nightmare for any team to deal with it. So Leeds, if they carry this on, they could potentially have a really, really good season. I still think Leeds will have a good season. Just ultimately what we saw is, I think, a bit similar to the Southampton situation where the team was just very disgruntled. We weren't too sure what version of Leeds we'd get after the transfer window. And I'm telling you, if we're going to get this version of Leeds throughout the whole season, they're going to score some goals. It's really just going to be down to see if they can defend as well as they can attack. Charlie, welcome to the stream. Indeed, Hero has indeed scored. It's great time to be Job Hero right now. Is it? No, it's not 2 games in a row, but it's his 2nd goal of the season. And Hero has been getting into some fantastic positions throughout in this game. He's done absolutely brilliant. Cardiff game is a tough game for us. Don't know about Huddersfield or QPR. Huddersfield's a bit up in the air at the moment because of the future of Neil Warnock. QPR, I feel like you should get 3 points, I'd say. I mean, at this moment of time, I don't think Coventry. You can't compare Coventry to Middlesbrough or Sheffield Wednesday at this moment. Definitely not, because Sheffield Wednesday definitely not scoring enough. Middlesbrough defensively looking very, very shambolic, and I don't think Coventry have either of those issues. I just think what issue Coventry have is killing teams off, and I think that's really down just to the front line needing more. What's the right word? Basically, the front line needs to improve for me. Big game in a few weeks against Southampton, which will test us. Yeah, undoubtedly, Southampton, I know Southampton got the worst defence of the league currently and are shipping in 9 goals in their last 2 games. But they will test teams. They will play good football. It's just, ultimately, you also know what you've got to do to actually get goals against them as well. Thank you guys for turning up today. I'm really, really pleased, actually, that I'm streaming. I don't know what's... There was a tweet actually about Neil Warnock just now that I wish I need to watch a little bit later on. That's crazy to me that there is a really good chance that Neil Warnock could leave Huddersfield. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank you for reminding me. So that is the table currently within the Championship in the quest of Jack. Let's see where Solihull Moors are. They're 2nd. Okay. They're behind Chesterfield. It looked like Chesterfield just squeaked a win against Ebbsfleet, who are newly promoted, of course. But I know that because they were kicking Chelmsford's backside last year. But 4 wins in a row for Chesterfield is definitely putting them in a strong position. Hartlepool, look at this. They're falling away. 3 defeats and 4. That's not great. Rochdale looking like they've now started to recover a little bit, which is encouraging for them. Bromley in good form. Barnet. Oh, okay. Barnet would have been up there, but they lost to Rochdale. Yeah, not ideal for them there. Ebbsfleet looking like they started well, but 3 defeats in their last 4 games. They would have to be a little bit careful there. Southend, of course, are currently rock bottom, but they had that 10-point deduction, of course, and they would have been on 13 points had they not got that deduction. And as it stands, they're 4 points of safety. I mean, at this moment of time, they can most definitely get out of it. They can definitely get out of the situation that they're in. Do really sympathise with Southend, actually. I know they're supposed to be Colchester's rivals and it's an Essex rival, but at the same time, you never want to see a side struggle as much as this. It will be nice to see Solihull Moors back. It would be nice to see them in the EFL in general. Do you prefer Perlo or Pirro? They're 2 completely different players, Etienne. So it depends what you want for. If you're looking at the modern game, you'd prefer Pirro probably. But if you want flair in your midfield and you want a classy Panenka penalty to be scored against you, you'd ask for Perlo. Wrexham's making their way to League One. I wouldn't get too carried away about Wrexham at this moment. I know Wrexham have now recovered, since Ben Foster left and stuff like that. And Mullin has returned. I just still have a little bit of doubt about their back line. That's the only thing. But undoubtedly now they are scoring goals. And they are looking good. But I do think they've got some really tough competition. They do have some tough competition in League 2 this year. You've got Swindon scoring many goals this year. Notts County have started very, very well as well, which shouldn't really come at a surprise either. Both Wrexham and Notts County doing really, really well. Mansfield will be up there. They've been scoring many, 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 many goals, so they'll be up there. MK Dons, I know they've struggled a bit recently, but they've also got many goals in them too. It's a tough League 2 this year. And of course, Gillingham under Neil Harris. It's going to be very, very difficult, I think, for Wrexham and Notts County just to be promoted within one season. They've got some really, really tough teams. York going down. It's not looking great for York, isn't it? You've got Kidderminster Harriers as well, who are newly promoted, looking like that they could go down as well. How are Coventry meant to kill off teams if our strongest not scorers for us, Hadji, Ryan, Gordon and Sims? They just need to work better together, to be honest. They've got big shoes to fill. You had an unbelievable striker in Gyökeres for the championship, at least. And right now, Hadji Wright has got a lot of pressure on himself, really, to fill those boots there. Gordon kind of was able to sit back a little bit and allow Gyökeres to get the goals, but now Gordon needs to step up. And then you've also, Sims being a big money transfer. He needs to step up too. I would say Sims is a bit of an interesting transfer to me because he didn't score many championship goals last season, at all. He then had his break at Everton and got a couple of goals in the Premier League. But because you get a couple of goals in the Premier League doesn't mean you're a great championship striker now. It takes time. You would chat on your old so I can watch the second half. Oh, absolutely, Charlie. No, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all. It's been great seeing everyone here. If you've not liked the stream yet, guys, please do so. It really helps the growth of this channel. We're on 15 likes. So, guys, we are 10 likes away from our target. It'd be absolutely amazing if we can get there. Thank you, guys, as always, for the support. We're in 1,868 subs. That is where we're at as of now. We are 132 away from 2,000. So 132 accounts hitting that subscribe button means that this beard goes. And it could definitely happen before Christmas. So could you imagine any Christmas parties that will come round and then suddenly I've got baby face again? It'll be scenes. But we're middle September. That's where we're at this moment. If you've not hit the subscribe button, please also do that because honestly, that would really, really help. Do you think Arsenal will face Preston next season? Oh, Battle of the Invincibles. It's hard to say because the thing is, I remembered Preston when they started very well. I think it may have been the maybe the 1920 season, the pandemic season, when Preston started very well and they were top of the table. But then, I don't know, it just came down to them running out of steam. I don't know, it's hard to say Preston are going to stay out there, but at the same time, they do look like they've got a much stronger squad depth now. If Preston gets into the Premier League next season, then that'll be a biggest miracle since Nottingham Forest. It'll be the biggest miracle since Luton, I think. I think Luton going up to the Premier League is a bigger miracle than Nottingham Forest. I think Nottingham Forest, at least, they have their history. They have, that credentials to attract players in and good owners who would like to invest in them. Luton have started almost out of nothing and have really built their way back up. Want to see Gruev play? Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. Any other questions regarding football? I've just been informed that Bournemouth and Chelsea have actually released their starting 11. So let's actually look at that. And I'll give you my off-the-cuff reactions on that, if I can find it. Oh, they're showing the highlights here. I mean, gosh, this was so embarrassing for Southampton. How on earth? 3 versus none. This particular goal that Mavadivi scored there. That is embarrassing. I mean, Leicester looked brilliant, but oh gosh, Norwich Leicester. Oh my god, I'm really excited for that game now. Anyway, Bournemouth Chelsea. Let's see the squads. Oh, come on. Can I at least see the teams, please? Bournemouth have gone for Neto, Aarons, Zabani, Lloyd Kelly, Kirkes, Christie, Cook, Utara, Billing, Tavernier, and Solanke. Chelsea again have gone for Jackson up front. Oh, please tell me please tell me they've gone for a back four. In fact, actually, this is very frustrating to me. Because they have gone for a back four, but it's once again a centre back playing left back. Is Chilwell even on the bench? Bettinini, Chalobah, Chukwuemeka, Fofana, Lavia, and Kuku Badashili. I mean, that is ridiculous. Gusto, Diassi, Silva, Colwill, Ogachukwu, Gallagher, Sterling, Fernandes, Mudryk. Mudryk starting, oh my word. And Nicholas Jackson. Why is Chilwell on the bench? Why is he at least not starting over? I would have had, to be quite honest, I'd had Colwill, Disassi, and then Chilwell left back. Why is he starting Cole at left back? I don't. That's exactly what a lot of the Chelsea fans were speaking about, that they're playing centre backs and left back, and it's really costing them. Yeah, I thought you were going to make a comment about Sinistero there, Charlie. Right. I did a research and I just realised that Preston also almost got elected out of Football League in 1986. Yeah, it was pretty serious times. I think I actually remembered looking into that when I did my football fairy tales on Blackburn Rovers. It was quite shocking actually when I found that out. Actually, there was a whole election shake up that loads of established teams were just in jeopardy, and yeah, Preston were indeed one of those sides. Okay, kickoff has just happened. I'm a couple of seconds behind, but ultimately we now have another 45 minutes of football to be talking about. I was just talking about Archie Gray, about how he has really impressed me. 17 years old. I mean, he looks about 12 to be honest. I mean, that is incredible. Marching on together, says Leeds. Marching on together, says Charlie. Right. Again, need to make a reminder to myself that I'm actually going to be recording my midweek predictions later today. And I'm going to post them for Monday. So that is how I'm going to do my midweek predictions. So still no review, sadly. If you guys have missed the reviews, do let me know. But hey, oh, chance for Millwall to get back into it. Oh my gosh, I literally looked at my phone and all of a sudden, Tom Bradshaw had the entire space in the world. But it's a good save by Meslier. What happened here? So it was... That's brilliant play by Campbell. Oh, and then the cross evaded Strojcic. Gosh, yeah, rare opportunity. I'll tell you what, Bradshaw will feel disappointed at that because it was pretty much straight at him. He didn't really challenge Medier at all. Corner, and it's gone straight to Medier. Little bit of a shaky start for Leeds. They'll be hoping that they don't concede too many of those chances because now, now Millwall have had more shots on target than Leeds have had. Right, Archie Gray to Nonto now against Norton Cuffy. That's been a bit of a head-to-head rivalry between Nonto and Norton Cuffy. Millwall foul, no free kick given. It's been cleared. Danger not quite averted as of yet. Millwall now look like they averted it all, but Ampadu's going to win it back in that defensive midfield. Here's Joel Pirro against Mitchell. Ampadu to Nonto. Gray. Nonto, he's getting a lot of collisions, but the referee is not falling for it. Yeah, what a save indeed by Meslier. But I would be disappointed if I was him. I would have tried to make him stretch for the far corner. Through ball. Oh, good defending in the air. And that was nearly the successful through ball. It was Murray Wallace that stopped the through ball, finding Rutter there. Here's Alan Campbell to Billy Mitchell. That's Cooper, I think. Norton Cuffy. He finds Mitchell, but the pass is too strong. Strojcic gets ahead of him. Wants a foul, and yeah, Rowett's really not happy with that at all. I mean, if it's going to really liven this Millwall side, then go for it, because I do think Millwall need a bit more life considering they are the home team. Honestly. Yeah. It's one of those ones where it's 50-50, and it's just not swayed into the way that Millwall wanted. Right. So, again, no substitutions have been made, so it's easy for me to keep up with who is who at the moment. Nonto up against Nenad. And Nenad looks like he's won. Mill won a foul, and Mill have been given a foul. Nonto's not pleased with that as well. It's Willifred Nonto. I think that's it, like Willifred Zaha. Oh, what's happened to the timer? Hello? What's happened to the timer? Thank you for pointing it out. Callum, thank you, Callum. Jack. Thank you that someone paid attention. I don't know what happened there. It literally just randomly stopped. Okay, that's very weird. Let's fix it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, cross comes in, headed away. Leeds still heading out for a free kick. But Mill keeping it alive. Ayling now gets ahead. Mitchell clears it, and it's a throw into Leeds. Mill will be much better. But to be fair, Charlie, this may reassure you. Mill actually started quite well in the first half too. But because they didn't take their chances, it meant that when Leeds eventually went forward and they took theirs, Mill just could not find anything to get back into this. Right, here's Ayling taking the throw in. So the whole game was tough for us. Do you think the whole game will be the same as Cardiff? If you're at home, I think you'll be fine. If it's away, I think that'll be quite tricky. Because I think Cardiff this year, there are issues with this Cardiff side, but I do think they've got good individual players that can turn up. Ramsey being a really big example. Do you think what season will start having the 3 up 3 down season between League 2 and National League? I have no idea when that started, to be honest. All again, a little bit of a now Melier can't get involved here like that. Leonard's not pleased with Melier there. Little bit of handbags there, but I think it's been diffused quite quickly. To be fair, don't know if fouls. Don't know if cards are going to be given. So it's a long ball again. So Ampadu not. Yeah, it was the reaction of Ampadu to Leonard. Yeah, Leonard's not Leonard was not happy as well. So it was Ampadu and Leonard having a bit of handbags there. It's hard to say. I mean, if the attack can get themselves sorted, then they'll be fine. But it's really just down if the attack's going to click, and it needs to click eventually. It probably may take one game for it. Right, Rutter to Pirro. This could be a chance for Leeds. Good defending by Mitchell to stop the shot going through. It's Casper Denor now. Gets ahead of Ampadu, but the ball's gone out of play. Throw in Leeds. Ampadu's got to be quite careful, you know. I still see him as this really young, inexperienced player, but he's probably one of the most experienced players in that entire lead squad now, regarding the championship. And that's crazy for me to think about. So Winifred Nonto now against Norton Cuffy again. He's going to pass it to Archie Gray, to Luke Ayling, who's found himself in great amount of space actually. Leeds want a foul there for Murray Wallace, but it's not been given. Wallace passes it straight to Rodon though. Here comes Ampadu making a blistering run. He tries to get forward and Neil will just stop the run. Rodon again with the header. Rutter. He keeps the ball alive. He could pass it to Somerville, but he takes the ball for too long and it's Campbell that stops the attack. Longman. Booted away by Wallace. Rodon gets it back. Although, to be fair, it's been passed straight to Nisbet there. Oh, and he gives the ball away in a crucial time. It's such a delay because National League has been unfair. Yeah, it is unfair. I would agree. Nonto against Norton Covey again. Cross comes in. No one's there in the box to receive it. Yeah, you're dropping points from winning positions, Daraj. And what really needs to be done is better game management when you take the lead, or to kill teams off. So it's one of those two. Better game management when taking the lead, or killing teams off and then having the game management when you've got that lead. I can see at this moment, when you draw games, it's typically teams that are nearly there with consistent performances that they need, but they need a couple of things to be worked on. And game management and killing teams is what you need to work on. Gray to Rutter. Now to Luke Ayling. Alright, and then, yep. League 2 seems to be the most forgiving league with 4 team promotions and 2 team relegations. Yeah, well, because I think the jump, I think the contrast between... Oh, Zion Fleming. Yes, Zion Fleming's on the bench. That's surprising. The contrast between League 2 and National League budget-wise is astronomical. A little bit similar to Championship to Premier League, I'd say. I have a feeling that Coventry went 1-0 down against Watford, and that ended up to be a draw as well. I agree, Charlie. Byam has looked quite good. Absolutely. I've not been saying his name a lot on my commentary, but he's done exactly what he needed to do. Somerville, he's not found any options there. He's up against Alan Campbell and Billy Mitchell. He's taken both of them on. He finds Luke Ayling, who's in an offside position. We're 11 minutes in within the second half. So we've got a good half an hour to deal with here. Still plenty of time for any of these teams to score a goal. But by the looks of things at the moment, I'm not really seeing enough from Millwall to suggest that they're going to get something. It's more likely that Leeds will get something, if anything. Having said that, here come Millwall right now. Cross comes in, Strojcik heads it away. Archie Gray drawing a foul and a free kick awarded to Leeds. Yeah, Murray Wallace was not pleased with that at all. So let's actually quickly talk about the midweek games that we're going to be predicting very soon. So tomorrow you'll see a video of me predicting the midweek games. I'm going to record it tonight. So we've got Southampton, Ipswich. Wow, that's going to be exciting. Bristol City, Plymouth. That's an interesting one. QPR, Swansea. This could be a big opportunity for either one of these teams to get 3 points here. Cardiff, Coventry. Interesting. Preston, still unbeaten in the league, playing against the last being to lose their unbeaten record in Birmingham. Oh my god, bottom of the table clash. Sheffield Wednesday versus Middlesbrough. Got Hull, Leeds. That's interesting. Hull playing quite well. Leeds looking even better. Watford, West Brom. West Brom would have been a former parachute payment, but two giants in this league, you'd arguably say that should be doing better right now. Although Watford did have a good win this weekend. And Blackburn, Sunderland. Wow, so Tony Mowbray going up against his former club. Also got Huddersfield, Stoke. That'll be intriguing. Millwall, Rotherham there. Yeah. God, that screams a draw to me for some strange reason. And then Norwich, Leicester. Wow. I think Norwich, Leicester is definitely the big one. And then when we go to our weekend games, we start with Birmingham and QPR. Huge. Absolutely huge. Cross for Millwall. Oh, Nautica, can't quite receive it. Opportunity has gone away. So let's see this again. It's an interesting cross. I think about Longman there. Yeah, the crosses aren't finding their players. They're inviting enough. But the players are just not getting themselves into the positions that they need to be getting to. Looks like it's a corner though. So it might have just had a tiny bit of a deflection off Nonto. Ryan Longman again taking the corners. I've got to say the corners have not been great so far. It actually finds a Millwall player though, but it's headed away by Ampadu. And Archie Gray boots the ball clear. Norton Cuffy against Rutter. Passes it straight to Bilkowski. Oh, yep. So, Nonto now on the ball with Joel Pirro supporting him. He's up against Casper Denor. He finds Somerville in space. He's got a couple of people. Oh, that's great defending. Brilliant defending. I think that's by Jake Cooper there. Nonto looks like he's in pain. Let's hope it's not too serious. So it was a collision between him and oh no, it wasn't Casper Denor actually. It was Ryan Leonard, I think actually. So he gets past Casper Denor. It's Ryan. It's Ryan Leonard. No, I was right. Leonard has definitely been very physical today. I've noticed that. I think it was indeed Jake Cooper who did manage to get that crucial tackle in. Was in last season that either us and Preston was unbeaten or Preston was unbeaten, and then I think you're right. You know. Oh no, it was their goal. It was their clean sheet record. They had their clean sheet record, but then you ruined it. I remember that now. Yeah, they were unbeaten then because they hadn't conceded a goal until you played them. Ooh. Now that you've reminded me of that really could happen. I mean, Preston have already conceded goals, but it's just whether Birmingham are going to beat them. That's another thing. So I think Preston got a pretty sticky record against Birmingham on the whole. Menier on the ball. Here's Archie Gray. Somerville. Ailing. Back to Somerville. Rodon finding Menier again. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Gosh, I looked really small when I leant back there. You can only see my face. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate all of you coming in today. If you've not smashed the like button on the stream, it really helps with the algorithm doing that. It really does. Leaving comments helps as well. We're on 18 likes actually, so we're 7 likes away from the target. So guys, if 7 of you have not liked, and there's 7 viewers actually, if you have not hit the like button yet, please do so. It really does help the growth of the channel when that is done. We're on 1,868 subs, so we are, can't do the maths, 132 away from 2,000, so we're pretty close. If you get to 1,870 today, that, I don't know if that will happen, but it's 2 subs, which, you know, better things have happened. All cross comes in by Leonard, but it's headed away, I think, by Sam Byram actually. Cross comes in. Oh, it's a poor cross. Yeah, I tell you, their crosses, Millwall, today have been not particularly good. It looks like Rowett has got a triple substitution. Not a double, a triple substitution. And it's needed. We'll see if they can make an impact within the final 27 minutes. So, Nisbet is off and Duncan Watmore is taking his place. That looks like Casper De Noor who's going off. And looks like Zion Fleming is going on to replace him. And then for the I can't get my words. Then for the other substitution, we've got Alan Campbell going off, and then we've got Essay. Yeah, or Essay. I remember because he got he looked very good for Millwall actually when I saw him in their last game. 3 ex-Blues players and 1 ex-manager for Millwall. Wow, a lot of X's for Birmingham fans' sake. Let's see if the triple substitution could do anything with that. So, to remind you, Casper De Noor, Alan Campbell and Kevin Nisbet have been taken off the pitch. Players that have been brought onto the pitch include Duncan Watmore, Romain Essay, that's his name, and Zion Fleming. Those are the substitutions. Leeds still yet to make a substitution, actually. But they're still leading by that first half goal from Joel Pirro. SofaScore's not updated the subs yet. Oh yeah, Connor Truman. Sarkic, yeah, that's right. Wes Harding, yeah. They're all on the bench. Okay, here's Essie. Oh, but it's sniffed away. Okay, Rodon. Here goes Somerville. Can he find Nonto? Oh, Nonto can't get the touch. Interesting effort by Somerville there. Rowett barking out orders here. I don't think they'll win every game, but as of now, I do think they will win the league. It looks like Dan James is about to go onto the pitch. Ooh. Just had to take a stretch back there. So he could be going on for Nonto or Somerville, I'd say, with him being a wide player. Great, taking the throw in. Leonard wins it back. Okay, here come the substitutions. SC. Shot, and again, it just annoys me. I mean, this time around I get, because he was pressed, he was pressured to take the shot, but the shot was just high and wide. It was nowhere near the goal, sadly. So yeah, not one of Ryan Longman's best opportunities there. Looks like they're not going to bring Dan James on yet. They're just going to wait for this next passage of play. Joe Rodon looking really confident on the ball, which is what you want. Okay, here's Gray. Oh, excuse me. So sorry for yawning. He was up against Romain Esse, and Esse didn't actually get ahead of him there. Looks like it's going to be a double substitution for Leeds this time around. Daniel Vargas just giving Dan James some instructions. Excuse me, I got a really sore throat actually. Here's Nonto again on the ball. Byron. Oh, ambitious ball. That can find Pirro. It does. And Pirro, I think, has won something in Leeds' way. It's not Corona. Let's not go there. Although, to be fair, Corona has actually got a high transmission rate at the moment because of people going back to schools and stuff. So naturally, a lot of families are going to have it at the moment. Okay. So yeah, I think a corner has been awarded to Leeds, which makes sense. Somerville. Dalton Cuffy heads it. Surely another corner Leeds. Oh, Millwall under the pressure a little bit now. 23 minutes plus stoppage time left within this game. And once again, apart from their one chance early in the second half, they've not really done anything. Apparently it's really peltering down in rain, which makes me nervous because Millwall's not too far away from Essex, so could be seeing a thunderstorm not too long from now. Somerville with another corner, headed, and I think a goal kick's been awarded there. I don't know, it may be Strojcik that must have got the header there. Oh, Strojcik looks like he's in pain. Might need to be subbed off here. So here come the subs from Daniel Fark. We've got Dan James going on the pitch. He's replacing Somerville, which I'm not too surprised with. He's Strojcik will need to go off quite soon because he looks like he's in really real pain. And it looks like Nonto is going off the pitch as well. So it's actually both. It's both Nonto and Somerville. They're both going off the pitch. Dan James and Jaden Anthony are coming onto the pitch. I forgot Leeds signed Jaden Anthony, but they did. It was maybe a deadline day signing actually, Jaden Anthony. Because he was originally on my bench on my Fantasy Premier League team, so I had to take him out immediately. Mario Wallace is heading it back to Bilkowski. Headed away by Luke Ayling. A ball just kind of bouncing around between everyone. Here's Pirro trying to find Anthony, but he can't get the through ball. And Mill won a free kick. Ayling conceding the free kick there. It's like, I don't know if Ayling's trying to stir the pot a bit there. Ayling's definitely doing his best to annoy everyone. So let's see this here. So Joel Pirro, and then it's not a great attempt of a free ball there. But Leeds should have had a free kick here by the looks of things there, by that replay. Can't do Hull home and away because it's midweek only on late. I mean, It's a shame, really, with when you have to try and balance work. You know, that's why most of the time when we do have mid-week games, it's not unusual to see NTCs because it's just impossible to make that commitment sometimes. Long ball coming in, headed away by Strojik. So looks like he's recovered from his little injury with his. I think it looked like his knee that I was struggling with. Nor to Cuffy. Oh, that was a very inviting cross. But Meslier manages to claim the ball and use his body well. Throws the ball to Sam Byram there. He's up against, Watmore, I think. Yeah, that's Duncan Watmore. Byram again on the ball. Strojik. You've got to be a bit careful with Duncan Watmore because he will definitely press you. So Byram with the goal kick. Oh, not Byram. Melier with the goal kick. Right. Oh, but it's been won back. But again, Millwall lose the ball in possession. It's a throw in to Leeds. It's just gone the 70th minute mark. It's been close in terms of touches in the opposition box. Possession-wise, definitely Leeds edging it, but Millwall having more shots, but definitely just not being clinical, sadly, on their part. Looks like Ryan Longman is going off the pitch, and Edomu Emaku is on the pitch. I'm surprised that he doesn't start as often because he was the one that got the only goal for Millwall against Norwich. He's one that I definitely would like to see play more because I do think he's a really, really talented player. Which English club do you think they're playing in such a low division that they shouldn't be but simply can't get out of? Scunthorpe springs to mind to me. Portsmouth as well. I'd say Portsmouth should be definitely at least Championship. Doncaster is a good example for League 2. So that will probably be the first three that I can think of. Derby, arguably shouldn't be anywhere near League 1. You could probably say the same thing about Reading as well. Millwall with the cross headed away is Jaden Anthony. Okay, counter-attack opportunity here. Maku manages to tackle Dan James to stop the attack from going. Murray Wallace is Emaku, tackled by Luke Ayling. Now here comes another counter-attack opportunity. Dan James bursting with pace. Ayling on the right, offside this time. They want a handball, Leeds, but it's not going to be given, and I wouldn't expect it to be given. Definitely not a deliberate handball. SA trying to find Zion Fleming. Looks like it's a brilliant tackle by Strojik, and free kick awarded to Leeds. Being able to play Longello at left back, even though he's a defender, he's so much playing at left mid or left wing, unless Laird is back. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting situation when it comes around to a short turnaround. It really will be. 15 minutes plus stoppage time left. That gives you guys a little bit of time to smash the like button on this video. We are on 18 likes still, so guys, please, if you've not smashed the like button, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel. We're 7 likes away from our target. It is always massively appreciated to see your support. We're still 1,868 subs. As always, if you have not done so, please hit the like and subscribe button. They all really, really do help the algorithm, and they really do help the long-term longevity of my channel as well. Swindon, yes, Swindon I could see. I can understand Swindon. Bolton probably should be in higher league than where they are. Here's Ryan Leonard. Jay Cooper. Chesterfield for National League as well. They're probably going to be my nominated teams that I'll suggest. And maybe you could throw Rochdale in there too. And Oldham. Oldham too. Oldham. So a lot of the National League teams, you'd say that they are definitely playing in leagues too low right now. Oh yeah, Yeovil too. Yeah. Yeovil is a big surprise. Torquay playing the same league as Chelmsford this year. Torquay narrowly beat Chelmsford quite recently as well. 2-1, last minute winner for them as well, which was devastating for them, for Chelmsford. Would have been an absolute delight if you're a Torquay supporter. Yeah, after starting so well, Chelmsford have now lost back-to-back games and now are looking like that they're sinking. So that's why I never get too overly carried away for Chelmsford. There's just no consistency. Right, Rutter. He's up against Cooper. Walsall fans confident that Torquay is coming back. I mean, they had a pretty tricky beginning, but they've won 4 out of their last 5, and they're looking very, very competent for going back up. It is the first time in their history. Yeah, I did a whole football fairy tales on it. Okay, this could be a chance. Rutter, this could be 2. Oh, he trips over. It might be another goal for Joel Piero as long as he's not offside. No, it looks like it's another goal for Joel Piero for Leeds. Absolutely game over now. Charlie could breathe a sigh of relief. There's no chance, in my opinion, now that Millwall getting back into this. Again, just a really quick passage of play. Catches Millwall off guard. And it's Joel Piero again. Right place, right time. I think I might need to replace Nonto for Piero, my fantasy team, honestly. So let's see this again. Rodon. And then, oh, look at that space in the midfield there. That's embarrassing for a Mill point of view. Rutter, and then it was a little bit shaky, but it was Dan James picking up the ball in the midfield in centre. Does the simplest of passes to Rutter. It's the 3 of them running forward. And then, yeah, he just kind of trips over himself. And then he's lucky that Piero picks up Dan James's hard work. Taps it into an empty net. Leonard's claiming for offside. Definitely not offside. Joel Piero. 2 goals in this game. His 3rd of this season. That could be the goal scorer that Leeds were craving for in their first couple of league games this season. And now Leeds' squad is now, having to be this, and this is what they are going to be settling with. Leeds have got a really exciting and attacking team. Yeah, 3 goals in 3 games, it is. Yeah, Rochdale have just not been good enough to get into that second tier. Goal, says Alex. Absolutely. 2-0. Game over for me, because I don't see Millwall scoring. Again, let's remind ourselves, what does that do for the table? We don't want to look at the National League South. No one needs to see that. Let's see what that does. So what that means is that Leeds still 10th, but now with a +1 goal difference. So that's the first time this season where Leeds have had a positive goal difference after that second goal. That's crazy that it's taken them 6 games to get a positive goal difference. But they're only 1 point behind Southampton, Blackburn and Sunderland, and they're only 2 points within the top 6. So if they carry on with this form, it is really going to be quite interesting. Cross comes in from Millwall, headed away by Ampadu, and it's a corner. What an assist by Dan. Yeah, it was a bit of a scrappy assist in the end, but that entire attack was fabulous from Leeds. That front 3/4 are amazing. What's likes in the moment? We are on... Oh, wow. We're on 30 likes. Thank you so much, Jack. I mean, I have a feeling YouTube doesn't like it when people change their accounts to like, so I think it will be growth down eventually. But thank you as of now. Oh, this could be a chance for 3. Again, Dan James gets ahead of his man. The pass does find Rutter. It's 3-0. Game over. Game over. 3 goals, 3 points for Leeds. Absolutely fantastic performance from Leeds United today. I think that is Rutter. Number 24, that is Rutter. He has Jorginho on his back, so I think it's Jorginho Rutter. I think that's not his first goal for Leeds this season. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if he did score against Ipswich, because I think he scored against Ipswich, but I think that was his only other goal this season. So yeah, Eckler's like rubs from the ball, and it just takes one through ball. It's only Norton Cuffy and Mitchell and Wallace is only just running back now. Where is that back line for Millwall? I mean, I can already see that on the break, Leeds are going to be a nightmare for teams to deal with. And this is what they kept doing to Millwall. Not Millwall, Ipswich. Because Ipswich, their weakness is the lack of pace of that back line. And that is how they were able to score so many goals, just hitting teams off the break just like that. Now I need Mill to score 2 to make it a perfect position. Oh, my prediction's already wrong, so at this point I'm just enjoying the game. Send the router to the Premier League. Let's not get carried away. But this is definitely Leeds' strongest performance as of yet. Who's offside? Are you talking about Pirro being offside? Or no, it's definitely not Dan James who's offside. Pirro did look off to me, but I think I have the feeling that at that situation there, because he passed it back, it was fine. I think if he passed it forward, it would have been bad, but he passed it back, so I think that was fine. Mill won a pen, and no, goal kick given. I need to see the replay again before I comment and confirm it. But I think if I've remembered the logistics of that goal, if he passed it forward, then that would have been wrong. But I think if he passed it back, that may have been okay and valid. Looks like Joel Pirro's going off the pitch. I mean, I think he's earned it. I think scoring 2 goals, 3 goals in 3 games, you know, he is definitely... Okay. Ooh. I need to rewind that. Hang on a minute, because they did show the replay. Hang on, let's see this again. No, come on, let me replay that moment again. Glenn Kamara's on the pitch for Pirro, by the way. Let me see that again. So that's the first goal, which was perfectly fine and valid. So Rutter then passes it to James, who he's on. He then... Okay. Okay. No. That's fine. Reason why that's fine is that because Dan James does get a touch on the ball where he does kind of trip over, but Pirro is actually behind not only the goalkeeper but actually the last defender too. So I actually think that goal's fine. Looking back at it, let me just see if that's definitely because Cooper is ahead. Yeah. So. He's behind the goalkeeper and the last defender, Pirro. So yeah, I think that to me looks fine. It definitely it wasn't a backwards pass, but it was a bit of a scuffed. It was a scuffed shot basically that found Pirro. But Cooper and it would have been Bilkowski. Bilkowski and Cooper were actually already in front of Pirro, so he was fine. Leeds getting into gear, says Wally Daft. Come to ours on Wednesday. Come on to Hull, should be a decent matchup. Yeah, absolutely. I think Hull's going to be a very interesting test, I think. Hull, in general, have been quite strong this year. I think a bit similar with Coventry. I think we saw it here. You know, they've got great play, but I do think they do struggle to kill teams off sometimes. No, that's absolutely fine, Etienne. That's absolutely fine. I mean, this is just me looking... I mean, maybe the angle I saw, didn't tell the whole story. But based on what I saw when they were basically showing Pirro's highlights, that second goal looked fine. I mean, I think it looked like it shouldn't have been as easy as that because it was just a tap-in for Pirro. But Cooper and Bilkowski were in front of him. So to me, that would be considered fine, in my opinion. It may not surprise me that Northampton played in the top division if you tell me what year they played. Oh, Bradford. Bradford's another team that should be higher. That's another team that I just thought about that should be playing at a higher tier. Oh my gosh, Leeds again on the counter-attack. Ampadu finding Glenn Kamara now. Jaden Anthony could score. Oh, good defending by Murray Wallace. Wow. It was nearly 4. Jaden Anthony nearly getting on the score sheet here. My God, that's a crazy 7 years. Oh, Jaden Anthony kind of like he kind of stacks it. He does get a powerful shot off it, but it's defended and blocked by Murray Wallace, which has resulted in a corner. Looks like Leeds and Daniel Farke are about to make their final substitution. We're 86th minute. I think for Millwall's case, they just don't want it to be any worse than what it already is. Cross comes in. It's kind of evaded everyone there. It's Joe Rodon. He's got a headband around him. That is a crazy 7 years to go from 4 promotions and then 3 relegations. I can't really think of many other teams that have done that. Maybe Scunthorpe would be a good example of a team that did something like that. SA. Mill really struggling to get out of their half, so it's not giving me a lot of confidence whether Millwall are going to handle these really counter-attack heavy teams. Oh, yeah, Bristol City. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, yeah, that would make sense, actually. Right, it looks like Rutter is finally getting off the pitch. I mean, he's had a brilliant game as well. That entire front four has been terrific. And it looks like Archie Gray's also off the pitch. Joel Gelhardt and Gruev. Charlie wanted him to play. He's playing. He's got 2 minutes plus stoppage time to make an impression on me within this game, because I've not really seen Gruev play that much. Small throw in there for Mill this time from Leonard. Oh, long direct ball, and it doesn't find Jake Cooper. Goal kick. Charlie Cresswell. Yeah, I've completely forgot that he is on the bench today. Yeah, he did spend his season last year at Millwall indeed. One minute until stoppage time. I think we're going to get around 6 minutes. It's Ilya Gruev. I had to share myself. I've not seen a lot of him, but Charlie wanted him to go on the pitch. Millwall with a free kick. If Millwall think they're going to get something out of this now, they can dream on. Like Aerosmith, they can dream on. And if I was them, I'd just be thinking about the next game, midweek. SA, that's a good pass by SA there. But the cutback's not good enough, and it's too easy for Ampadu to clear. Wally Dahl says Millwall going down. Wow, that's a statement. I think it's very easy to get caught up. Oh! Again, a very wasteful shot. I think it's a Camu this time. Yeah, Camu, who makes... Imaku, that's his name. Who makes the shot this time. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, I was close. I said 6 minutes. We've got 5 minutes of added time here. Again, Mill just shooting from distance, hoping they can get something, and they can definitely find the space if they just were a bit smarter with their play. Mezier's definitely going to take his time taking the goal kick, even though he really doesn't need to. Leeds look like they have secured the 3 points, 3 goals. They've now got a +2 goal difference now. The first time, actually, this season they got a positive goal difference. Okay, a blistering run by Imaku. And then it's blocked off. 91st minute with only 4 minutes left to be played. So keeping on the ball. Swansea used to play in the 4th tier. I can kind of believe that. Bork, yes indeed. Well, Charlie's a viewer of the channel, so that's how I know him. But a very dedicated viewer, I can tell you that. Absolutely appreciate all the help that he's done for the channel. Oh, good defending by Amadou. Millwall keeping the opportunity alive. I think Jack's trying to deny. I think we know who he's on about. Right, Imaku against Ailing. Oh, he does well. Oh, that looks really painful. Oh, that looks really painful actually for Amadou. Hope it's not terrible. Oh, okay. So he swings his leg full force at Amadou's shin. This could take some time to sort. Now, question is, can he get back on his feet? Wow, you guys are like dictionaries when it comes to this older history and stuff. I mean, you're talking about events that have happened before I was born. Amadou was actually voted man of the match as well. Oh, he is back on his feet. Oh, he is able to shake it off. But wow, that did look quite painful actually. You know, when you feel that you can feel the pain yourself, you know it's a pretty bad challenge. Right. Millwall keeping the attack alive here. Thank you guys again for the support. Indeed, Wallace Grant fans, just remind me that Bournemouth and Chelsea will be on soon. Let's just go to the end of this game. We'll preview that and then we'll end the stream from here. Could be a chance for fourth for Leeds. Anthony, Dan James, fouled from behind by, I think by Zion Fleming actually. And it's a free kick to Leeds just outside the D. Yeah, it is Fleming. It's just not really the area you want to be conceding a free kick. Who will be their free kick taker? You've got Anthony standing over it. James is not far from it. You've got Gelhardt nearby it. Yeah, so you've got Anthony, Gelhardt and James standing over it. Bilkowski's a good shot stopper though, so it doesn't mean that when you get a free kick it's like a penalty. And for a start, you need to direct it on target. Got a whole wall to manoeuvre against as well. Looking at this, it's either going to be Anthony or Gelhardt taking it. It's it's Jaden Anthony taking it. Took a deflection off the wall, and I think that's a corner for Leeds. So, another corner. 94th minute now. It might play to 96, 97 minutes because of Amadou's injury. So, let's wait for this corner to be delivered. So, let's see what Dan James is... So, Dan James is going to be taking the corners this time. Now, that Somerville's off the pitch. It's a very poor corner. Didn't even beat... the first man. Zion Fleming clears it, and it's a brilliant result for Leeds United. A 3-0 win. their first clean sheet with a win this season. It's 2 clean sheets in a row for this Leeds United side. So defensively, they look like that they're getting their act together now as well. It is 7 points out of their last 9 available. Following this, they are now up to the top 10 of the championship. They've got a good opportunity to find themselves within the top 6 going into next weekend's games. So, to remind ourselves of what we've got in store for midweek, we've got Southampton, Ipswich, Bristol City, Plymouth, QPR, Swansea, Cardiff, Coventry and Preston, Birmingham, Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough. Wednesday, we've got Hull, Leeds, Watford, West Brom, Blackburn, Sunderland, Huddersfield, Stoke, Millwall, Rotherham and Norwich versus Leicester. We've got some cracking games to start predicting very, very soon. Also, we've got 2 minutes before Bournemouth kick off at the Vitality Stadium against Chelsea. Chelsea with only 1 win so far this season, which was against bottom of the table Luton. Bournemouth still looking for their first win. Bournemouth's team looks like this. You've got Neto in goal, Aarons, Zabani with Kelly, Kirkes as the back 4, Christie, Cook as the double midfield pivot with Utara, Billing and Tavernier, and you've got Dominic Solanke leading the line. Sanchez again in goal for Chelsea. Looks like a back 4, but again it's a centre back playing left back, which is very strange to me. Levi Cole will be playing that position there. The rest of that back line is Silva, Disasi and Gusto because of Reece James's injury still. Conor Gallagher and Ugo Chukwu are the double midfield pivot. You've got Mudryk starting, which is strange. We've got Fernandes and Sterling playing. I mean, those two starting is no surprise. And Nicholas Jackson is the main striker again. Hopefully, as a Chelsea fan, they can get a win, but I am not having a lot of confidence. 14th really does sound about right for where Chelsea are currently at this year. And I do think it will stay that way. I really, really do think so. So, I'll give you guys 1 more minute to comment anything that you want to say, but I'm going to start wrapping up. I can't get my words. Wrapping up right now. Thank you guys for watching today. I really appreciate it. We've hit 30 likes with the help of Jack, so I really do appreciate all of the work that you do to help the channel. It really does help. All the likes, comments, shares and subscriptions really do help with the algorithm and helps more people to realize what we're all about. This is the subscriber count at the moment, 1868. It's going to stay on. If you've not subscribed and you'd like to see more, please do consider hitting it because it really does help. And 2,000 subscribers, I actually get rid of my beard as well, so there's a bit of a forfeit involved within this one there. So next time you'll see me, it's going to be my score predictions from the midweek games. And then you'll see my score predictions from the game week after that. And then maybe there will be another stream. Maybe there will be a stream sandwich in between that. It depends on the amount of time. So, that'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the legendary episode of this stream. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to go and have some lunch now. Take care, everyone. I'll see you guys soon.